All right, welcome everyone to the virtual college exploration for all Illinois students, sponsored by the Illinois Association for College Admissions Counseling, so IACAC, and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at IACAC.org. This is just one of the many, presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website. So again, that IACAC.org. And thanks again for coming. Now we'll hand it on over to our presenters and get started.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Sarah Kirk. I'm one of the admissions specialists here at Harper College. We're happy to have you with us tonight. Tonight, I'm joined by my colleagues, Jalen Little. He's also an admissions specialist, as well as our admissions specialist, Imazul Garcia. So as we had mentioned, if you do have any questions throughout the presentation, please do not hesitate to add those into the chat. We'll be answering those throughout the presentation. All right, to get us started here, I wanted to jump in with a question for all of you. So if you could, if you want to pull out your phones, you can text to 37607. You'll just text my username there, Sarah Kirk 499. But we're just wondering what you guys think, what factors are most important to you when choosing a college? So we'll give it a couple of minutes for some answers to roll in, but you're texting to 37607. You'll be texting Sarah Kirk 499. We got some coming in, so we got location, price, and what they have to offer, the campus. We'll take a couple more before we move on. Location, crime rate, graduation rate. Awesome. Academic majors available. Very nice. Well, thank you all for participating. And tonight we're going to be able to cover all of these questions. We'll be reviewing the types of programs we offer, of course, location, price, affordability, and how to get involved on campus. Okay, so Harper College we have 3 locations, but our main location is the one located in Palatine, Illinois. That's where majority of our classes are taught, our activities, student organizations, athletics. And then we have 2 other campuses, our Learning and Career Center, which is in Prospect Heights, and our Professional Center in Schaumburg. So there are a few different programs that are offered at those other 2 locations. To give you an idea of student population, we have about 15,000 students enrolled at Harper during the fall and spring semesters. And then it's usually around 10,000 students enrolled during our summer semester. Student characteristics, you'll see on campus, or the makeup of our students on campus is about 67 students are 24 years of age or younger. And then majority of our students are actually part-time. So there's no requirement of being a full-time student. You, of course, could be part-time if you have maybe other obligations outside of school education that you need to tend to. And then our race and ethnicity on campus, you're able to see the makeup right below there as well. So we wanted to dive in and talk about a few of the different student types that you could be at Harper. So as a lot of you might already be familiar with, is a dual credit student. And that's something that you're already able to be enrolled in as it went in high school. So this is a partnership with the high schools where you can take a college level or a high school class and receive high school graduation requirement as well as college credit at the same time. So you're saving significant money because you're not paying for that college level class. But if you pass that class with a grade of C or better, you're earning college credit on your transcript already. That could transfer anywhere. So it's a great opportunity if you're not already taking a dual credit. It's a great option to discuss with your high school counselor to see if there's a course that you can fill with your schedule. So concurrent enrollment is a little bit different than dual credit. This is something that you would apply for separately. You would pay for the class that you take as a concurrent student. Students who are 16 years or older or junior or senior level status in high school are eligible to apply. It's something that the high school would have to vouch for you, as well as an academic advisor at Harper would have to agree that you would be successful at this college level class. But it's another great chance to get a jump start on your degree at Harper, as well as also paying the lower cost of tuition. And possibly it might give you the chance to explore an area that maybe your high school is not offering as a class or is not offered as dual credit. So at Harper, we offer associate degrees. So you'll see on the left-hand side, we have several different associate's degrees that are designed to transfer. So this is where a student would complete their general education courses. They'll work with an academic advisor to make sure they're on the right track for their particular program and major to be able to transfer to the university or college of their choice. On the right-hand side, you'll see the career focus option. That's an associate's in applied science. So that's a degree that is not as many general education courses, but it's very specific and more technical based and really focusing on preparing you to start working right after you complete the associate's degree. And then right below that, you see one of our more flexible options, which would be an associate's in general studies. We also offer certificates. So certificates are usually a shorter amount of credit hours that really focus in on a particular area. So we offer over 90 different certificates on Harper's campus. This gives you a chance to, like I said, really focus in on an area that you would maybe like to start working in right away, or maybe you're already working in a field that you would like to pursue and continue and maybe be promoted to a different level, and a certificate can help you get there. We have a lot of certificates that are stackable to a degree. So if maybe you wanted to start out as a certificate, kind of get the feel for it, if it's something you really do like and you want to continue, you can always take another certificate and ultimately receive the associate's degree. So there's a couple different options with that one. And then there's also a student at large. So a student at large is not intending on completing a degree or a certificate. Their main focus is maybe just self-interest or self-development. So they might want to pick up a class or two at Harper. We also see this a lot with students in the summer semester. They might attend a university during the fall and spring semester. They might be back home in the area for the summer. So they decide to pick up a class at Harper at the lower cost of tuition. And then this is something that can be easily transferable back to their university. All right, so I know we had mentioned areas of interest and majors were a concern when choosing a college. So we wanted to cover this section as well. These are our areas of interest. So at Harper, when you apply or when you're completing your degree, you're choosing an area of interest. And within these areas, it'll break down the degrees and certificates that fall under those fields. So when you search on our website, just harpercollege.edu, this will be listed on the main page. You can click on these individual squares and do a little bit research into the different areas that you're interested in. But if you're kind of undecided, which a lot of students are, you can explore different areas. And we offer a career assessment. It's called Focus 2. And this is available on our website. And when you have applied to Harper, you have access to this. And this gives you the opportunity to kind of narrow down your skills and interests and recommends career paths and majors that might work out well for you based on your interest. So that's something always good to look into, but you will have your academic advisor to support you through the process of choosing a major or kind of narrowing down what you would like to be studying. Okay, so this gives us an idea of career programs that we offer at Harper. So you'll see we have several different associate degree options. These are the associates in applied science, which are the more technical based degrees. So we have a lot of degree options and programs in our health careers area of interest, as well as manufacturing and technology and business. And then same thing with certificates. As we mentioned, these certificates can prepare you to start working right after you complete them. So they fall in all different areas that we offer.
All right, so what you're seeing right here are different apprenticeships. And an apprenticeship is essentially a way to learn and earn at the same time. What's unique about our apprenticeship programs at Harper College is that we partnered with a couple of different companies in the area that actually provide you with a degree that they pay for as you work on that site with a mentor in that field. So you'll see here we have banking and finance, insurance, CNC precision machining, cybersecurity, marketing and sales, supply chain, graphic arts, and industrial maintenance mechanic. And what I really like about the apprenticeships is that once you get hired by these companies, they'll actually pay for your degree and you'll get a job. So ultimately what this means is that you can walk away with both a job and a degree entirely paid for, which is awesome. So of course, with the times right now, everything is pretty much online. And at Harper, we actually offer entire associate degrees that you can complete entirely online. For example, you can complete the Associates of Applied Science in Business Administration or an Associates in Arts, which is a transfer degree. But we also offer online certificates like accounting, computer info systems, education, geography, management, and marketing. So I want to ask you all a question here. And the question is, a Harper student can transfer to any college or four-year university after attending Harper. So just like Sarah instructed you at the top of our presentation, you want to go ahead and text your answer to 37607. And then once you join in, go ahead and select your answer. All right, so we got A so far. And if you chose A, you are 100% correct. Oh, not sure. We got C's, couple C's. That's okay. All right, so here are some of our universities that we have associations with. So of course, at Harper, we recognize the Illinois Articulation Initiative, which is an agreement between colleges in the state of Illinois that says if a student completes an associate degree, you'll get guaranteed admission into the college of your choice in state, as long as it falls within the IAI's regulations. We also have partnerships with UIC, such as our Transfer Admission Guarantee Program, which is TAG. This program is essentially designed for you to complete 2 years worth of an associate degree towards engineering, and then you gain automatic acceptance into the College of Engineering at UIC. We have a similar program with U of I called the Engineering Pathway Program as well, which follows the same protocol. We also have our Guaranteed Admission Program, GAP, with NIU, and then we also have our DePaul Admission Partnership Program, known as DAP. What's really unique about Harper now is that you can actually earn your bachelor degree on campus. So what this looks like is through our university center, we've partnered up with 3 universities as of right now, DePaul, NIU, and Roosevelt. And these are a couple of the majors that we're offering through these colleges. And how this works is you actually start off as a Harper student. In your first 2 years, you're completing your associates in art degree or associate in science or a general associate degree. And then those last 2 years where you would normally transfer away to these colleges, now you can actually live at home and those college instructors will come to Harper and you'll actually take classes through these colleges. So you'll be working with not only your Harper academic advisor, but you'll also be working with your academic advisor from one of these institutions. And ultimately, this is going to save you money. These schools are offering discounts for students who go through the University Center. So we have another question for you. Approximately, how much do you think 1 year of tuition, fees, and books cost for a full-time student at Harper? Go ahead and text your answers to 37607. We'll give it a couple seconds here. Okay, let's see. All right. And so if you chose answer B, you are correct. Tuition at Harper per year is right around $4,000 to $5,000. And on this page, you'll actually be able to see the breakdown of that. Our in-district tuition rate at Harper is $133.50 per credit hour. What's really unique about Harper is that we have a couple of opportunities for students who may live outside of our district gain in-district prices. For example, one of these opportunities is known as the Business Advantage Waiver. So what this is an opportunity for a student who may live outside of the Harper district. If this student gains a job of employment in the Harper district, and this can be at Harper on campus, this can be in Palatine, Schaumburg, Arlington Heights. If you get a job and send us your paycheck stub, we'll be able to give you in-district tuition. But let's say you don't have a job in district, and let's say the community college in your district does not offer a specific program that Harper does. We also have something known as the Chargeback Joint Agreement. And what this says is that if a community college in your district does not offer a program, but Harper does, you want to fill out this form through your community college, and then they'll send that to Harper, and then you'll be able to gain in-district tuition for that program. So a lot of the times we see students who do our technical programs in health careers, manufacturing and construction, industrial maintenance. Sometimes these programs aren't offered at some community colleges. So students will take advantage of the joint agreement. So again, in terms of our financial assistance, we encourage everyone to go ahead and apply for FAFSA. That's the free application for federal student aid. And there's also an alternative application for financial aid as well. We offer a variety of scholarships at Harper, and what's unique is that all you have to do is complete one application, and you'll fill out the parameters of what you're looking for and what your interests are, and we'll be able to send you out over 150 plus scholarships, which is awesome. We also have our Promise Scholarship. We also have the Distinguished Trustee and the Academic Recognition Scholarships. On the right-hand side, you're actually seeing a breakdown of savings and cost comparisons from doing 2 years at a community college versus 2 years at a public university, in-state, out-of-state, and then also a private university. So you'll actually be able to see how much money you can actually save right there. So outside of the academics at Harper College, we want you to know that there are different ways to get involved. I would say during your college career, getting involved is so crucial because this is how you can actually meet others at the college, and you can also gain experience in the field that you're working in. So when you go out and get a job after college, you'll have more on your resume. And at Harper, we have a ton of athletics. We have basketball, softball, wrestling, track and field, volleyball, baseball. But we also offer a variety of intramural sports as well. We also offer a lot of different arts at Harper College, such as our exhibits in art, we have concerts, and then of course our theater program. It's pretty awesome. But apart from that, you have the opportunity to join a club at Harper. We have over 60 different clubs at Harper College. And what's so unique is that if you identify an opportunity to start a club, you can do that at Harper as well and leave your legacy. Alongside our gym that we have at our wellness center, which fingers crossed, we'll be getting that open here pretty soon, and a ton of other different opportunities to get involved on campus. So we want you to know that once you start to get into your classes, you have a variety of support services there for you to help you become the most successful student, and we're going to help you get prepared for your career. So once you start at Harper College, you're going to be assigned an academic advisor who's going to meet with you every single semester, and they're going to help you to decide on classes that will help you to either transfer to your next institution or help prepare you for your career. We also offer academic support services in writing, math, and a ton of other subjects. Virtually every subject has a method of tutoring attached to it. We also offer accommodations at Harper. So if you're utilizing an IEP or a 504 plan, you can actually utilize our access and disability services. And we also have counseling services at Harper. So when things get rough outside of the classroom, you'll have someone at Harper that you can talk to and help you go through those moments in time. So here are the top 5 reasons to attend Harper College. The first is that we're accredited by the Higher Learning Commission. What this means is that your degree means something. And that means that you can go out into the workforce with pride that your degree will serve you in the long run, both at your community college and at your four-year institution. We have classes that fit your schedule, morning, afternoon, evening, and even more important now, online. Our classroom sizes are smaller, and you do get personal access to instructors on campus. When campus was open, our instructors were actually required to be in campus in their office doing office hours for about 10 hours a week. So this is great when you need to get access to them. And our classroom sizes usually range from about 15 to 25 students. Our tuition is more affordable than most four-year colleges and universities, and we're in your community. So a lot of the times students will recommend Harper from the great recommendations made from their friends and family. So if you're a senior right now, you're probably wondering, what are my next steps? And here in front of you, we actually have a timeline of what your next steps look like as you get started up or consider going to Harper in the fall of 2021. So right now, you would actually want to go ahead and apply to Harper College. What you're seeing right here is an application fee waiver code 491208. I encourage you to take a picture of this because this is going to save you $25 on your application. What that means is that when you go to apply, at the end of the application, you'll go ahead and punch in this code and you'll be able to save $25. That's actually a pretty good amount. That's food at Chipotle. Starting on October 1st, which is already passed, the financial aid application opened up. So again, I encourage you to work with your high school counselor to help you fill out your financial aid application. Starting in January, you'd want to go ahead and send us your 7th semester high school transcript. We're going to take a look at your 7th semester high school transcript and take a look at your unweighted GPA. If your unweighted GPA is a 3.0 or higher, we'll be able to waive you from the English placement test. If your unweighted GPA is 3.0 or higher and you've taken a math class during your 7th semester, we can also waive you from your math placement test as well. In February is when you want to start to consider applying for scholarships at Harper. Around February, at the end of February going into March is when you'll actually schedule a time to review your application with an admissions specialist, such as myself, Sarah, or Emazul. You can contact us at this number and then also the email provided. And we'll have our contact at the end of this presentation as well. Starting in March, going into April, that's when you'll actually be able to take your English and math placement test. By the way, as you complete the SAT, if you receive a score of 530 or higher on the math SAT, that will waive you from our math placement test and place you into college level math. If you score a 480 on the reading and writing section of your SAT, that will waive you from our English placement test and place you into college level English. So once you get your scores back, definitely take a look and then send those to us so we can waive you from math and English placement tests. And then starting on May 1st, you'll be able to attend your new student orientation. This is when you'll actually connect with an academic advisor and they're going to help you to select your classes, and then you'll be ready to rock and roll starting in August. So we're starting something new at Harper called Destination Harper. Our virtual sessions will be provided through these dates listed where you can connect with our financial aid specialist and connect with our one-stop specialist on how-tos for financial aid and scholarships and payment options. That one's coming up on Monday, October the 26th, starting at 6 p.m. We'll also have another session on Monday, November the 2nd about our online learning and online support resources. And then on Monday, November the 9th, you'll be able to learn about how you can get involved on campus and get ready to transfer. And the link below will allow you to RSVP for our Destination Harper. So we want to thank everyone who joined us this evening. Here's our contact information, and I encourage you to take a photo of this. Feel free to send us an email if you have any follow-up questions regarding this presentation. Of course, you're more than welcome to drop any questions you may have in the Q&A. Again, my name is Jalen Little, and we thank you so much for attending our presentation for Harper College. At this time, we'll go ahead and open it up for questions.
Did you want me to read the questions out loud, Jalen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we have one question. It says, hi, it says that my application is not available. So I think with that one, they can call us maybe?
Yeah, if you'd like to give us a call, Benan, or if you'd like to go ahead and send us an email, we'd be more than happy to take a look into your application.
We have another question here. Are students required to live on campus? Good question. So Harper does not have student housing. So everyone who attends Harper is commuting in some way or the other to Harper. There are students who, if maybe they're living in apartments in the area, but we don't have any designated student housing. So you would definitely not be required to live in any type of on-campus housing. Good question.
All right, and then we have, I'm not able to sign up for the apprenticeship. Yes, so the apprenticeship applications will actually start opening up here for the next year going into the fall of 21. So Menan, we'd be more than happy to keep you updated on when those applications open up for the apprenticeship programs.
Yeah, and for apprenticeship, they're going to have some information sessions specifically for those programs starting back up in February. And as Jalen mentioned, the new cohorts will typically start in the fall semester. So in the meantime, you can, do placement testing or get set up in the enrollment process with all of your additional next steps. For apprenticeship programs, it is required to place at college level math and English to qualify or to be eligible to apply for the programs.
And then the next question, how many hours do I need my senior year in order to receive the Harper Promise program? I'll go to the Harper website right now and I'll put a link in there so you know exactly what is needed for the Harper Promise program.
Perfect. Thank you, Ms. Ohl. And then we have another question. Somebody, if you have missed the presentation at all or came in a little bit late, no problem at all. The session is being recorded. So the session will be available within a week on the IACAC website. So please feel free to check it out. If you have any troubles with pulling that up, you can always reach out to one of us and we can be able to guide you to it.
All right, and then we had, is a recommendation letter required? If so, how many? Also, is a counselor recommendation required? And no recommendation is required to get into Harper College. What's so cool about Harper is at the moment you apply to Harper, you are officially a Harper student, and we won't require you to send us any letters of recommendation.
Okay, so our next question is Harper Promise program for everyone? So yes, the Harper Promise program is specific to high school students in Harper's district. So in District 211, 220, and 214, it is something that you do sign up for during your freshman year. So it's something that you work through during all 4 years of high school. You begin actually working towards it your second semester freshman year once you've signed up for it. But anyone is able to apply to Promise. When you get closer to your senior year, it is required that you apply and are eligible for financial aid to continue to be eligible for Promise. But it's something that you'd have to complete certain requirements through all 4 years of high school. So you're then essentially earning your first year of tuition at Harper during your first semester, and then you continue to work towards those requirements while you're a Harper student. Okay, so we have another one. Do students need a transcript via parchment or self-report? Great question. So if you are a senior, we can start using your, or potentially using your GPA to waive you from the placement exams after 7th semester or later. So I would highly recommend, if you are in your senior year, that you send your transcript to Harper after all 7th semester grades have been posted and listed on the transcript. And exactly, you can send it right through your Parchment account. If you run into any issues with that, you can always reach out directly to the high school. High school counselor should be able to help you with that, and maybe even pull up a copy for you if you need it. And then when you graduate, you'll want to send over your official final high school transcript as well at the end of the school year.
Thanks. And then we have the event that is on November 9th. Is that only for people that are transferring to Harper? And the answer is no. This event is open to everybody. So we definitely encourage you to come and join just to learn about financial aid how-tos, scholarship how-tos as well. We'd be more than happy to have you there. And so this question is, can students who transfer in after their freshman year and to a D214 school be eligible for the Harper Promise? I believe students who have transferred in from another high school after freshman year ends would not be eligible for the Harper Promise. The Harper Promise is initiated the first year of freshman year at D214 and 211 schools.
Okay, so the next question, how much GPA do you need? We don't have a GPA requirement. You can waive out based on a couple of things, which is your SAT, your ACT, if you have any AP scores, dual credit, but it's not necessary. You can take the placement exams for Harper.
Thanks, Imajul. And the GPA that would waive you from the math or the English placement exam. So for English, it's a 3.0 or higher unweighted cumulative GPA at the end of your 7th semester or at the end of the 8th semester. That would waive you from the English placement exam and place you directly into college level English. And then for math, if you have that GPA plus you've taken 4 years of math and you've gotten a grade of C or better all 4 years, that would also waive you from the math placement exam. So like Imazul said, it could definitely benefit you from potentially waiving you from the placement test. Great questions. Does anyone have any other questions? All right, well, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. It's been really great answering these questions and hearing from all of you. Like we said, please don't hesitate to reach out. Our contact information is listed here on the screen, and we'll be able to help you through the enrollment process or with any questions that you do have. We look forward to seeing you at some of the Destination Harper information sessions and at future events. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. I just wanted to thank our panelists for a great session, and thank you all for joining us. We would definitely encourage you when this webinar ends. We have a quick little survey, 4 questions. So if you could just let us know how your experience was, that would be really helpful for our future events. This was just one of many sessions. So we would encourage you to check out more sessions and potentially sign up. Again, that's IACAC.org. Again, IACAC.org. And a recording will be available as well. And you can always reach out to the contacts that you received tonight. Thanks so much again for joining us. And have a great night, everyone.
Woo, we did it.